Hey everyone, Tate wanted to say hi. It's been a while. He's in desperate need of a bath. He's so stinky, but he's a cutie boy and he has his new little Easter necktie on and he just wanted to say hi to everybody. Yeah, I know it's exhausting. It's exhausting day to day. It's exhausting with all the packages showing up every day. All right, anyway. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. If you don't know, I do Seint videos every Wednesday night. Saturdays, I do traditional makeup. This coming Saturday, I'm going to do a whole new drugstore look, kind of heading into warmer weather. I wouldn't necessarily call it summer makeup, but definitely a spring-summer hybrid of makeup, and using a lot of products that are new to me, stuff that has been shipped in PR, stuff that I've liked. I might even mention a few things that I'm not so sure I like, just so that it can be on your radar, okay? All right, we have some products coming up for Mother's Day, and I just received the new lip tints from Seint, and then they came out with a new palette called Cream and Sugar. Now, many of you who are OG, who have been here a long time, you might already have all these. This is my highlight. I think they have a brow wax in there, but they, and it's kind of a dirty palette, but the blush is Boardwalk, Angel highlighter, Bella bronzer, and then ignore my highlight. I just put it in there because I have it on today. I think they do a brow wax. And then we have Sis, Mama, Basic, and Snowbird. And look at those three. Isn't that pretty? Those are not necessarily my colors. I find those to be more summer season or winter season. People who, you know, just look better in the cooler tones, neutrals leaning cool, but I'm going to put them on today. Let's have fun with that. But there you go. So on my face right now is just my main shade of Candlelit. And you know what? Because I was really well exfoliated, I was able to take, listen, I'm going to show you real quick. All I did, watch this, all I did was take this brush, pounce, that's it. I stamp into it like twice, and then I start taking it all over my face, and I was able to kind of lightly swirl it. You don't want to swirl too hard because you don't want to exfoliate your skin. But because I exfoliated this morning and because my sunscreen has been on for several hours, sometimes, you know, your sunscreen can crumble off if it's too soon. So anyway, I was able to put just the tiniest amount on, just the tiniest amount. I hardly have any Candlelit on. I mean, I just have the tiniest amount. See some sunspots. Oh, are you ready for this story? I come in last night. I was helping my friend Kara move into her new house. I come in last night about 8:30. It's kind of dark in the kitchen. And I'm talking to my husband and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh my gosh, what's on your face?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're all bruised right here." And I'm like, "I am?" And I run into the bathroom and I'm like, "Did I bruise myself on the car or moving stuff?" I look in the bathroom. No, it's just my veins. But because I'm sinking in, because 2 years ago I had Sculptor put right here, and Sculptor is not a filler, it's a biostimulator. So wherever you put Sculptra, it's nice and plump for a week, and then it dissolves, and then it promotes your own collagen. And so I'd say for about the first year, it was great. And then it slowly starts to like lose the collagen. And so I'm getting really sunken in. All my makeup had probably worn off because I was probably doing this to my face. And yeah, I look like I had a huge bruise on my face. And it was just my sunken in temples combined with all of my veins that are starting to show because I'm thinning out. I'm thinning out. I'm also growing the gray. So see, we got a nice little, see how it's a soft demarcation, and that's because I only use demi color. I don't use permanent. And so demi just grows out with softer demarcation. And see how in the middle I'm a little bit more dark, but then I'm like, look, I'm silver right here. I'm silver here. I'm silver here and here. But then if you look back here, I'm not really silver, I'm dark. So I really only have silver around the face. So I think I'm just gonna rock warm hair with silver in the front. I don't know. It could be hideous. We won't know till we try. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do right now. I want to go in with my Bella because it's part of the Mother's Day palette, Cream and Sugar. And I'm just going to put it on real quick, not a lot. And again, if you don't look good in bronzer, not everyone looks good in bronzer, and that's okay. But you might have a 5 head like me. If you have a short forehead, you do not need contour or bronzer. But I like it because it gives a little more depth to the top of my forehead, and I don't look like I have a 5 head as much. Clearly, I have a 5 head. And you know, we're just gonna pretend that it's because I have this big brain and a really high IQ. I had my IQ tested when I was young. I don't remember. I think my parents were impressed, but you know, I don't know. I think I'm one of those people that I have more common sense than book smart. I was never good at math. I was only good at science if it really interested me and I really applied myself. Okay, that's all the bronzer I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep it kind of soft today because we're doing this sweet little cream and sugar look. But I am gonna do this very pretty boardwalk. I am gonna do some boardwalk. So I think I'm gonna take some on the bronzer blush brush. And boardwalk's pretty. It's kind of a neutral peachy rose, maybe like a peachy pink, but muted. Boardwalk's kind of muted. It's kind of like, it's definitely a neutral with a little bit of maybe peach and rose, and it's soft. Boardwalk's really soft. Boardwalk was one of my favorite shades the first spring that I was with Seint 3 years ago. I used a lot of Boardwalk. So we're just gonna do just a tiny bit, not a lot. A lot of you have seen this song and dance before, but if you're new here, this is how we put Seint on mature skin. It's just really flattering this way and it looks great close up. Okay, so I'm going soft today. I'm not going heavy. I've done some heavier blush for you guys in the past few weeks. Last week, if you have trouble keeping blush on, I did a whole video on how to make your Seint blush last longer. It requires a powder blush over it, layering a powder blush over cream. But that's for someone who cannot keep blush on, or you have a special occasion coming up and you just need your blush and your bronzer to stay on. I am going to, look at my nails. We're just gonna have to ignore, because I cannot go back to another nail salon right now. I can't. Now we are going to California. Gracie, that's what she wanted for her high school graduation. She wants to go back to California. She wants to see her California family, and she wants to go to the beach, and she loves to do California surf shopping, and we're gonna go to Disneyland, just her and I. And we're those people that get there right when the park opens, and we stay until they're kicking everyone out. Because I only get to go to Disneyland once in a blue moon, so we the whole day we're there, and we barely sit down. We're just go, go, go. We have the best time together. Okay, so there you go. A little bit of Vaseline, because now I'm gonna go in with my Demi. Is my Demi in here? I don't think it is, but it's right here. So we're gonna put it on. Okay, I'm just gonna use a little 01 today. 01 at first, 01 seems too light for me, but once it's blended in, I really like how 01 looks. You know, I've always used 03, and I love 03. I think 03 is the best for combating darkness under the eyes, but I really also love 01. Okay, look at that. Nice. And then I'll take this side of the brush and just make sure nothing is too heavy. Pretty. Let's see how it looks in a close-up magnification mirror, because we are the Look Good Close-Up Club. Oh yeah, that looks great. Do I see the tiniest bit of darkness peeking out? Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the tiniest bit of darkness. I think that looks realistic. We're not trying to cover, we're just trying to color correct. If I wanted to cover, I could go in with a full coverage concealer. I don't want to fully cover. I just want to take your eye away from the blue and purple under my eyes, the darkness under my eyes. Just want to take your eye away from that. And I would say that if you were with me in person, you wouldn't really notice that. You know, if we're sitting here talking, you're not going to notice my under eye. You're going to probably just notice the beautiful sheen on the face, and that's what I want people to notice. I'm itchy. Why am I itchy? I feel like there's a hair. Hold on. I don't know. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's do some shadows. I should have done those first, but I got so busy talking and having fun with y'all. Okay, so I am going to take this brush. You can see there's purple on here from when I did that purple eye a few weeks ago, and I never cleaned my brush, but you know what? We're gonna clean it right now. Look, I took all the purple out using this Sigma switch. I love this thing. You just rub the brush back and forth over it, and it takes all the pigment out of your brush. So you don't have to wash it. You can go quickly onto another color. Okay, I'm gonna dip into Mama, and I'm gonna go in the crease with Mama. Mama's really pretty. It's kind of one of those one and done colors where you could actually just sweep it on the whole eye and that's it. Look at that. Oh, dang it. Did I just fall in love with Mama? I've never really worn Mama. I love it. I love that. I know Mama's really popular, and I always recommend it to people with blue and green eyes because I just think that little bit of mauvey, dusty pink is so pretty on blue or green eyes. And again, I recommend if I think you're a summer or even a winter that likes neutrals that lean more cool, I will definitely put you in Mama. I love it, but I didn't know I loved it on me, but I love it. I like Paris. Paris is lighter, brighter, and pink. Paris is great for people who are spring or autumns, but this is a little bit more soft and muted than Paris. And honestly, I could just wear this right now with my liner and my lashes, and I feel darling in that color. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of Sis, and I'm gonna go on that inner eye. Remember, this is the Cream and Sugar palette. I just had all these colors, so I put together my own little palette. It doesn't come in yellow. It comes in like a really creamy palette. It all comes together. Okay? And then you could do a little bit of Sis right there on the eyelid, but I'm gonna take Snowbird because they recommended it in the palette. I'm gonna do the tiniest bit of Snowbird. It's kind of a dull bronzy brown, but it's really pretty over that Mama. I mean, I liked Mama how it was on its own too, but I just wanted to show you how this looks. And then you could take the tiniest bit of Basic, and I do like Basic. I think Basic's a really pretty color. Let's do a little bit of Basic. I do use Basic a lot, and we're gonna just do it right out there to add depth. And see now how that made that a little bit more neutral and smoky. Love it. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I might have liked my eyes better with just Mama and nothing else. But it's always fun to see what Seint puts together. I mean, they have a reason for it. Kara has such a good eye. I really admire Kara. She's really a visionary, and I think she has really good taste. I don't say that about many people either. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of basic on this cute little edge brush, and I'm just going to do the tiniest bit smoked under my eye. Because I think it just makes the eye look more finished and polished. And because basic is on the lighter side, you're not going to look heavy. It might not even look like you have makeup under there. It might just look like your natural lower eyelid, because we all have that lower eyelid, but I think that looks really pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit more Mama. I really love that Mama color. I do. I might wear that a little bit more this week and kind of live in it more. Maybe take it with me to California. I'm trying to look for really fast, easy makeup every day in California. And some days I won't wear makeup. We're gonna go to the beach a lot. But see that little bit of rosy, mauvey, dusty. It's just so pretty. I love it. Impressed. Color me impressed. Okay, so there we have it. The eyes are done. And we have on Boardwalk. And then what they've done is they've put some Angel. Now, you don't see me as a lot of illuminator, do you? There's a reason for that. I think this is already so dewy and glowy. I just don't know that we need much illuminator. I mean, oh, wow. That really is very pretty, though, isn't it? That's the Angel. I used illuminators a lot when I first started with Seint, but then I just thought, well, it's so beautiful already. Like, it doesn't really need an illuminator, but doggone it, that's pretty. Y'all, are we just adding to the madness? Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Angel on this little brush, and I do want a little bit on my brow bone, just to look like the prettiest little sheen. And then we can do a little bit right here. A little bit on the nose. I mean, that looks not for everyone. Not everyone wants to be that glowy. But I love it. I do. I love it. Okay. I'm going to lock it in with setting spray. This is the Dibs. I don't use the Seint setting spray because I hate how it sprays out. It's great formula, terrible spray. Terrible spray bottle. So I'm going to do the Dibs, and then we're going to go on to the new lip tints, okay? I do have a little bit of the Mob M1990. Okay, time for powder. I just dried my setting spray. So I like to do a little bit. Remember, the Feather Blot, if you haven't tried it, the Feather Blot was designed to blur pores, and boy does it. So I'm gonna use it where I have visible pores. And for me, that's around the sides of my nose, definitely upper lip. I don't know what it is about an upper lip, but it gets really, I don't know, noticeable pores, which I never noticed pores on my upper lip when I was younger. Now I do. Okay, that's it. So I like a wash brush to hit little areas so we're not doing too much powder. But then this is why I do 2 powders, because you can put a big fat brush and I can get the side of my face so that nothing sticking to my face. I cannot stand hair sticking to my face. It feels like I have ants crawling on my body. You know that feeling? Okay. And there we go. Love it. Love, love, love. Love it, love it. Okay. Let's do lip tints. Now, I want to say that we came out with a new product called Lip Whip, and it is really nice. It's a shea butter. It has like coconut, coconut, olive oil, rose hip oil, I think like a sunflower oil. I should have put that on when I started the video and let it really sink into my lips, but it's just clear, but it's a beautiful little bottle, and it's got the most incredible ingredients in it for moisturizing lips, and especially if you're into clean beauty, this is very nice and clean, okay? Okay, so that's the lip whip. Now, I'm gonna take just a little off. Feels great, it's the perfect amount of slip. We came out with skin tints, or sorry, lip tints. And they're super cute. This is Pinky. I'm gonna show you all of them, but I think maybe I'll do Pinky on my lips. Let's see. I haven't tried these. They just arrived yesterday, but I only opened them today. So it feels really nice. Really nice. It feels a little bit like a lip oil, but it has like nice pigment in it, so it's gonna stay like a lip oils are more sheer. Now, what I found weird is when you go to look at the lip tints on the Seint website, it says silicone-free formula, but then it has dimethicone in it. And dimethicone is a type of silicone, so I'm kind of confused by that. I might need to email them and get some more clarification. I personally am not afraid of silicone. I don't mind products with silicone in it. But for them to say a silicone-free formula, but then there's dimethicone in the formula in a few places, I was really confused by that. So anyway, so I wanted to do the pink because I knew I was doing the mama and the sis on the eyes. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Okay, so that's Pinky. Now I want to show you, I think Berry's going to be the most popular. I think this one is, good grief. This one's Jam, and I think Jam might be one of the darker ones. It is, see? Did you know that your finger pad resembles your lips, your lip color? So here is Jam. Kind of like a Clinique Black Honey, I would say. Okay, so that's Jam. I'm loving the Pinky, but that's Jam, okay? It's kind of a Clinique Black Honey. Now, the next one is Poppy. I almost put Poppy on today because I thought it'd be cute with the boardwalk, but then I got the pink on the eyes. Okay, so now on my middle finger, that's Poppy. I think they said they designed Poppy to look kind of like Lolly. So if you like Lolly blush and cheek, but see, that's a little bit more corally. So Poppy, I mean, that looks bright, but look at it. You can see that's not that bright. It's sheer, but it's bright. Sheer bright, but soft, still soft, not like garish. Okay. And then we have Berry. I think Berry's gonna sell out. I think this is gonna be the winner because it's really, I feel like it's universally flattering, the Berry. And if you shear that out, see how it looks on this hand here? Look at that. That's so gorgeous. And then here it is with a little bit more pigment, okay? So there it is, sheared out and with more pigment. That's Berry. I think that's gonna be very universally flattering on most people. It's kind of squeaky when you when you use it, when you tighten it. Oh no, oh, they're everywhere. Well, that's what happens when you put everything in your lap. That was not real smart. Okay. Okay. And then I really like Cherry on the website, but I haven't seen it in person. But we're gonna do it, we'll do it on my Pinky. Yeah, sheer red. It reminds me a little bit of Burt's Bees Red Dahlia. I love this color when I'm doing commercial work. I haven't done commercial work in like a year and a half, but when I do commercial work, this is the color I like really, really sheer like this on actors' lips, because it just makes their lips look like they're naturally kind of rosy without looking like they're wearing makeup. So that looks like Burt's Bees Red Dahlia, and that's cherry. Very pretty. And then I have Pinky. And let's see how Pinky looks without a lip liner, because I have a lip liner on with it. I want to show you Pinky on my fingers. I'm using a little makeup wipe right here. Okay, this is Pinky. My finger's clean. Is it clean? They do feel it. Look, they do stain a little bit. Oh, we'll use the thumb. There's nothing on my thumb. Let's see. There it is. It's pink. Be darling with a pinker lip liner. I did kind of a more brown, but you could really brighten that up with a lip liner that was a little more pink. And then they're real squeaky. Did you hear that? Anyway, I love them. They are, hold on. $21. And then remember, you get points. Every time you buy Seint, you get 1 point for every dollar, just like at Ulta Beauty. And then you earn points, and then you can use it to get free stuff on your next order. So that's always exciting. So there you have it. That is Cream and Sugar and the new lip tints. And what do we think? I love that's really pretty. The way that's all layered. I kind of liked how my eyes looked just with Mama, and maybe a little sis right in there. I kind of liked that. This isn't bad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not doing anything today other than filling all this stuff with product, long story, but there you have it. So thank you for spending Wednesday with me. It means a lot. And if you are new here, if you are new to Seint, if you maybe tried it years ago and you didn't like it, you probably had the wrong shade, and you probably put it on too heavy-handed. I got into it with a makeup artist on Instagram this past week. She's a beautiful woman. She's probably in her 30s. She's a professional makeup artist. She's here in Nashville. And she was trashing Seint. She's like, it's garbage, it's ugly, it's waxy, it's what morticians use. And she was also asking people in comments, you know, tell us what bothers you. Tell us what you don't like. Give us your comments. This is what she said. So she invited comments. So I went into her comments and I said, hey, you know, I'm a 30-year pro and I'm mature. I'm 57, and I can tell you Seint is the most beautiful foundation in my whole collection. I have over 50 brands in my studio, and I reach for Seint the most. I reach for Seint when I want to look the most beautiful. And I said, and fun fact, my brother-in-law is a mortician, and they don't use wax and cream, you know, maybe in the 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s, but like they airbrush now. They use alcohol paints. They have to use makeup that has high alcohol so it evaporates, and high pigment, because dead skin looks like dead skin. It's gray, and you have to paint color back into it, and that's not going to work. If you put Seint on a dead person, it would look so gray and drab. So you have to use like alcohol paints. And Kryolan is a professional brand we use in TV and film, and they make a special type of makeup that is used by a lot of morticians. So just wanted you to know, fun fact. So anyway, she got back into me and she got really defensive, and she's like, I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm like, absolutely. But you know, I'm entitled to mine, and you asked for comments, and I hated it at first too. I put it on way too thick, and I got the wrong colors because I thought I knew what I was doing, and they were way too light, and it looked terrible, and I hated it. But now it's my most reached for 3 years later. So there you go. And I have 50 brands in here. 50 brands, maybe more. I mean, probably more than 50 brands of makeup. And there's a lot of brands I love, and you know that. You watch my Saturday videos. You know I love a lot of brands. But when I want to feel the most beautiful, I wear Seint. I wore Seint on my Times Square billboard. I wore Seint to the most important photo shoot of my life. Like, if I got remarried, shouldn't say that, but if I had to be in a wedding, I would wear Seint. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know, how do we feel about that angel? I kind of love it, but I kind of feel like it makes me look almost too sheeny. I don't know how I feel about it. And you know I love to glow, but that might be a little too much glow. I don't know. I just feel like Seint is so beautiful on its own. It just doesn't even need glow because it glows already. But I'd love to hear what you think in comments. Okay, thanks everyone for being here. Not sure what we'll be doing next Wednesday. And then the week after that, I'll be in California, most likely taking the week off just because I need a break. Boy, do I need a break, okay? Thanks for being here. God loves you and I love you too. Bye.